So yeah, episode 37. This is the 37th episode in the thing, and it's pretty good. So hey, horny anime director is back.
Yay!
Oh boy is he back, and oh boy does his crap look better than ever. Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. It looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Like, consistently this guy nails it, but holy crap, every time you see a female character, it's like, chill out, man. That's the thing, it's like, listen, I'm going to show you a shot. Because we have this shot of the side cast, and everyone just looks like this. I just looked at this and I'm immediately like, oh... did they censor this for the freaking English release? And it turns out, no, they did not. Holy crap, he got his way. Like they snuck in Masaru's mom. Oh yeah, he had to, right? You gotta.
Yeah, she appears for like a second.
Oh man.
Or,
Listen.
no, she's like cooking eggs for them when they come back or whatever.
Which is very thematically appropriate because you see right now Agumon is also an egg. Jeez. I can't even fault this guy. Like, he knows what he's into. He's like, you know what? If I get to do a scene, I'm gonna just do this and go as hard as I can. And you know what? Good on you, man. Good on you. You found something you love.
Yeah. So this episode,
Oh, your mic?
What about it?
It sounds really weird. It sounds like it's, really messed up.
Hold on a second. How about now?
Okay, that sounds better, yeah.
The cat was like sitting on my controller, and if the cable gets messed with, it'll screw up.
Yeah, that'll do it. That sounded like some, loose cable nonsense.
Yeah, it was like cutting in and out really badly.
No, it sounded like, Hasker, it sounded like weirdly, fuzzy and, just really low quality.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, he likes his girls, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's like, have you ever, plugged in headphones and you just kind of, rotate the jack a bit and it sort of, comes loose a little? And it's sort of, got that weird, just...
staticky noise?
Yeah, it's like that.
Right, okay. But yeah, this episode starts with a well-deserved punch to the face. Masaru punching Toma in the face.
Yeah. This entire time just seeing her, it's like, hey, how many people in the city might have died because of Toma's actions again? Because
it's okay. It's okay. They all evacuated. Don't worry about it.
Belphemon just goes into a random city and just starts blowing up buildings.
To be fair, we see the buildings around this area, and it seems like nobody is in them.
Yeah, it's just, it's like perfect chaos in Sonic, it's like, don't worry, the whole town's just gone. Yeah, keep going, give me a minute.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say. It seems like they might have evacuated everyone early. Oh, he's actually getting up. Okay. Something we didn't talk about unless... No, I think it was in the previous episode. Karada's talking to, the evil, governor dude. And he, sends helicopters and stuff to shoot at Belphemon.
Okay, back. Sorry, that was just my grandma telling me that the air conditioner was, froze up and she turned it off. And that, because it's just froze up, there's nothing I can do for no real reason. Whatever, it's fine.
Mm. Yeah, y'all should probably get that looked at.
We really should.
But yeah, I was just bringing up how I think we glossed over entirely the thing with the governor.
Yeah, because the government's just trying to take out Belphemon, and of course they're useless as expected.
Yeah, and it's like Karada starts destroying like the city, and the governor dude calls in and he's like, "What are you doing, Karada?" And it's like, "Oh, you didn't expect the very obviously evil scientist man to betray you? This is all on you."
To be fair, it's the government. Pretty much everyone's obviously evil.
True. But yeah, Karada's like, "Hey, send a message across all nations to surrender to me or be annihilated."
Yeah, I mean, that's one heck of an ultimatum. And then he just becomes the giant. Like, this, I feel like we mentioned this a few times before, the, like, Resident Evil dilemma of, like, oh, you turn into a giant goo zombie monster, what happens if you win? What is, like, step 2 to this plan?
Well, Karada just floats around as a giant monster and attacks anybody who, like, disobeys him.
Yeah, it's like, say Kara, like, wins, right? Say it's like, alright, Kara gets his way, everyone just surrenders, he is, like, king of the world now. Does he just fly around as, like, fucking giant demon lord and just, be a Digimon? Is he just gonna be like, oh man, I build to me a TV large enough for me to watch it?
He probably has a giant throne erected so he can sit in it.
Did he even know Belphemon would turn into this, actually?
Probably.
He might have. There's a chance. I don't know, man.
I just feel like he's Saturday morning cartoon villain evil. Like, it doesn't matter what his plans were after this.
Also, yeah, straight up, it just is Karada now. Like, Karada is controlling Belphemon, just, like, literally.
For now.
For now. It's like, yeah, like, I guess, after you take over the world, you just exist as a giant monster, and you just have to, like, live. We try and make, like, a big lab coat. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like things would be a lot harder being a giant Belphemon. He's like trying to ask girls on a date. They just take one look on. They're like, yeah, no thanks. I'm not into that.
I don't think he would care about such things.
I'm trying to just go through. It's like, all right, like, what would the other after effects of this be, though? Because it's like, I feel like this would be inconvenient in, like, a lot of ways. Just like, yeah.
It would just be the Mercurymon situation. He sits on a throne and watches over the world that he rules now. Like, you are way overthinking this.
But Mercurymon is always like a Digimon. Kara's like a dude who just... It's like, I guess you just don't have the internet now. I guess all your science work is just out the window.
He rules the world. Why would he care?
And I'm sure he has to have some passion or interest outside of just killing all Digimon that this would get in the way of,
This guy's an absolute maniac. There's no logic behind this man.
I want to see the spin-off where Karada wins, and he's just, he's just stuck as the thing he hates, ruling a destroyed, empty world of people who are afraid of him. And he just has to keep living this sad, miserable existence.
Well, you see, I, Zamasu, the god who hate mortals, incorporated Goku Black into my body in the fusion as a constant reminder of the god's failings.
Zamasu just wins. He's like, alright, well, I guess I gotta go live with Bulma now.
In his ideal world, Bulma's dead. What are you talking about?
You know what? Fair enough. Fair point.
Zamasu's stated plan is called the Zero Mortals plan.
Oh man, dude, like, what exactly does even do, like, plants count as mortals? Does he, like, kill all the animals? Is it just sentient life?
I have no idea. I think it's just humans.
Just,
Or any sapient non-god.
yeah, cause, like, what gets me is that it's like, this is a world of, like, aliens, they're also humanoids, so it's, if it was just humans, that'd be one thing. But it's like, oh, does this also include, like, the Namekians and, like, the Saiyans and, like, the Frieza and
Yes.
all that? Like, alright.
Yes, all
But,
mortals.
but then where do you draw the line?
Once all these sapient mortals are dead.
Just like all he's left are just like, trees and ants and crap. And he's like, but don't get too sapient or I'll get you. Jeez. But
Anything,
yeah,
anything with the conscious mind to defy the gods.
you know what? That's a better definition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, I imagine like, like a dog or something wouldn't even be thinking about that. But it's
No,
like,
it's a
yeah.
dog.
Yeah, no, that works. That works.
Although
But,
now that I'm thinking about it, I like the idea of like all these previous villains and like their grand ambitions, and it's like, what if we just brought Jiren here? Jiren would have like Zamasu's immortal, but Jiren would have obliterated Goku Black at that point.
he will have like obliterated him to the extent that like he won't be able to fight back, and then he would just I don't know,
So
they'd
Goku
seal
Black,
him away or something.
yeah, Goku Black isn't immortal, so he would have just killed him, and then like
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm just gonna hold down this other guy until you guys put him in a rice cooker or whatever.
Jiren just like he just beats freaking Zamasu, and he's like, okay, and Zamasu just gets back up, and he's like, oh, maybe you'll finally be someone who can challenge my strength after a couple 100 years, I suppose. Oh man. Cause isn't Jiren like a battle freak? Isn't that like he's just obsessed with finding someone who can rival him?
No, he just
No.
cares about being the like strongest.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
that's it. Jiren is extremely one note. Bad guys killed his family, and so he always wants to be the strongest. That's it.
Man, I hate Dragon Ball Super. But yeah, Digimon.
I don't hate Dragon Ball Super. I just think Jiren's lame.
So Karaz just starts like doing his thing and just going nuts. And everyone's like trying to find him, and they're all like doing their big crazy attacks and stuff, but it's not working. And this is a lot of like, it's a lot of Karada as Belphemon just wrecking the crap out of people, as everyone's just powerless to stop him.
And Karada's just like, oh, I'm so strong, you'll never defeat me, blah, blah, blah.
There's so many good shots of Belphemon this episode, holy crap.
Nice Jetix logo.
Yeah, this episode, like, I could not get rid of the subtitles. This is the next best bet.
Okay.
It was our have
just take
subtitles or like,
yeah, just take the screenshot with the subtitles.
Yeah, honestly, it probably would have been better that way, but who cares? Whatever. I was like, this looks nice. I might use it as like a thumbnail, but no, I'll have to do something about that.
So yeah, everything's looking bad, and then Ikuto gives a heartfelt speech about how neither humans or Digimon are better than each other, and how they should all be friends. And then he evolves Yatagaramon to Ravemon with the power of friendship.
It finally happened.
Yeah. Never mind that this should have destroyed his Digivice.
Yeah, don't worry about it. His is like, I feel like wasn't the whole thing that it's like the Digivice was, I don't know, did they need new Digivices to contain the power, or was that just like our speculation? Okay.
No, it was like, oh yeah, your Digivices as they are can't handle the next level.
Okay, yeah, huh. Maybe his
Maybe
is
it's
like, I don't know, different.
Maybe it's just because Ikuto is so impassioned with his power friendship thing that it's just like it instantly transformed the Digivice, so it didn't break.
Yeah. It's like, you see, because he's using the true Digisoul, so that's why it didn't do the thing.
It's because he's so in tune with Digimon because he was raised by them.
Insert exclamation here that is non-canon.
Yeah. Either way, Ravemon's cool. I wasn't expecting him to keep his previous voice though.
Yeah, this is... Listen, Ravemon's really cool. I feel like the, like, CG for the Mega Evolutions hasn't been great. Ravemon's looks really wonky. Just the way he, like, just, like, crouches down and then, like, stands up looks really, really jank. Well, it looks like he's got, like, frog legs or something. It's hard to describe how jank it looks. But it's so cool, though.
Ravemon's cool. I really like him.
Yeah, get a unique, like, theme going on, a unique, like, music thing going. Is he just, like, just zooms around, and he's just so fast that he just starts winning.
Yeah. And he uses an attack where it's like, translators note, this attack is named for the sword that Izanagi, I think, used to behead his own son or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I like the continuing trend of like us needing translation notes for his attacks.
The trend of, like, I think it's like every single attack he's done is a reference to his sword in Japanese mythology.
I'm fine with that. It's cool.
Because there's, like, the Crow King sword. Yeah, there's, like, the sword for the Yagras or whatever. And there's, like, Crow King's sword, which is, like, his spinning attack, I think, in this form. And now there's the other sword. It's like, you know, that's a good gimmick. That's a good bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
And yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm usually not that huge on asymmetrical designs. This is a good one.
It's all right. I think it would look cooler if we had another black back wing.
Maybe, I don't know. I like the whole gimmick where it's like, oh, one wing is like, for offense, as like the bird claw, and it's like, used for like slicing up your enemies. And the other wing isn't even really meant for flying, it's for like hiding your body and like stealth and like illusions and whatever the crap. And that arm, he has like the ninja sword, and it's like, that's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Ravemon's awesome. Continue. Alright, thanks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does this whole thing, and it's like, it's really, really cool, and it's really sick, and Kara's big, like, Digimon are friends moment, where he, like, gets to beat down Kara's ideology. And
so
then,
So I get that Masaru is the hero, and, like, so he has to have the first burst mode or whatever. I feel like Ikuto is so fired up over this, I feel like he should have got burst mode first.
Maybe. At the impression that burst mode isn't really like a thing you do have like anger, it's more of like a whole like serenity thing, right? Like you have to have that like, pure like peace of mind, like earnest desire, and less like, oh, we're gonna mess that guy up.
Yeah, but I just kind of mean from a standpoint of like, all of a sudden one of their megas can hurt him and it's just Ravemon just because it's his evolution episode.
Yeah.
I feel like it would make more sense if like maybe his burst mode isn't as strong as Shine Greymon's, and so like he gains the power to fight Karada, but it's not enough to defeat him on his own. Because it's weird that we get Ravemon and he starts beating the crap out of Karada.
Alignment. Yeah, exactly. Azteca is like freaking, like, Ikuto's really fired up, so his Digimon is stronger, and he's also really, really fast, so he's hard to hit. Which has honestly really been the biggest advantage Ikuto has, is that each of his Digimon forms are just stupidly fast and really hard to hit.
Yeah, I mean, I did have that thought. It's like, oh, he's really fast and he can't keep up, and that's why he's able to do damage. But it's like, I don't know.
Like, he doesn't do a lot,
feels a
but he
little
does
weird.
get some hits in.
Yeah, he scars up his face.
Yeah, Ace shoots him with the big lightning sword, and it does basically nothing.
Yeah.
And, like, Kara's just... Yeah, not Kara, because after that point, Belphemon just starts getting stronger, and everyone just quickly explains, like, oh, Belphemon's, like, primal instincts have awakened, and he's just actually the Demon Lord now. Like, Karada is gone.
Well, they don't figure that out on their own. Karada, quote unquote, Karada, or Belphemon, it's just like, I'm not Karada, I am Belphemon, the Demon Lord, or whatever. And it's like, like, even before that, you can hear a noticeable shift in his voice.
Yeah.
And, like, my first impression of that was, ooh, I appreciate how, like, as he gets more, like angry, his voice is changing to be more, like, bestial. And it's like, no, he just, like, Karada's consciousness got subdued by Belphemon, and it's just, this is Belphemon now.
This is just one of those dumb things where it's like, how would you know it's Karada unless it literally sounded like Karada? Even though it makes no sense for him to have, like, a human-sounding voice in this giant monster body, it has to sound like him, because, like, how would you know otherwise?
Yeah, that was kind of a complaint I had at first. It's like, oh, Belphemon sounds weird just talking like Karada.
Yeah, it is what it is. And they find a workaround, and oh god, did they do a thing! Be all's going on. It's like, oh, everyone's losing it. It's like, oh no, it's everything sucks. And Monster is like, yeah, come on, Agumon, just you have to help me. We have to fight together to save our friends. And through the power of Digisoul Digivice shenanigans, because we very specifically see Masaru glow before his Digi-Egg does. Yeah, freaking Koromon is just back now.
Yeah, and like okay, you got the screenshot.
Yes.
Koromon just like about to eat his head.
Yeah, he just finally hatches. And, you know, Masaru's just like, wait, bro, right, yeah, but you'd lose your memory because, you know, you went through the whole reincarnation thing. And Kron's like, oh, what are you talking about, Aniki? And he's like, oh, heck yeah!
Yeah. It's like, are you crying? And it's like, no, it's sweat from my heart. And it's like, all right, Masaru.
Got that shot of Masaru dramatically walking into the fight with Agumon.
Yeah. I just thought that line was like, even for Masaru, that was cheesy, but it's like, all right,
so
it's
cheesy. I love it. Oh man, are you ready for the hypest effing bullshit in Digimon so far?
Oh yeah. A lot of the fight from here on is Masaru trying to get to Belphemon to hit him.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the next episode. So should we end off this one?
Yeah.
Yo, if you watch the next episode, do it. I'm splitting these up for the sake of convenience.
Yeah.
Good episode is good. Good episode is good.
Yeah, these are great. I like these episodes.